Okay, looks like we have Joe here. Wants to talk to us now that we're back.
Did the Host Tower mage offer anything of value?
Besides her death? Yes, she did. She gave us the true names of the Shadow
And you
Reavers.
think the names they held while they were human will have power over their new forms? I am not certain.
Know that the Kalakcha is correct in this. It will give us the power to make them vulnerable, and once we have done that, we may undo them.
Indeed. Show them to me.
Know that I am entrusted with them, and will keep them with me. They have not been copied elsewhere. What I hold is the only record of them.
And you actually get choice of who to give them to, but I think we will keep them with you.
If you think safety lies with that one, you are entrusting our salvation to a blind woman.
Perhaps you mistake faith for blindness, but I have faith in the Kalakcha, and the Kalakcha has faith in me. Know that this blind woman is perhaps the only one on this plane aside from our enemies who can read these scripts and use the names as weapons.
You are mistaken. I think you will find the secrets of that script are as apparent to me as they are to you, so either you or I could use them as weapons, which I think benefits us both.
Then let us each be armed for the battle that awaits. I shall provide you with a scroll with the names, and we shall both carry them as blades.
In the meantime, I think your Lieutenant Kana has had some success in tracking the Reaver's movements. I would go see her, then we can decide on our next course of action.
Okay, but first, need to go to the farms. Because we found those ore deposits. Get our sample from the last one. And now we should be able to upgrade our men's armor to the last one. I forget how much. And we got a good bit of gold too. Want the best armor you can make for my men. And we got enough in the coffer, so let's do that. And while we're at it, let's see what Jalborn is doing. I underestimated the size of your keep. You're more important than you look, I think. Your Grey Cloaks can use some training. They fight like Ruthmen. It is a pleasure to serve, Knight Captain. Well, it's good to have you. Even though it's like almost towards the end of this adventure, and I really don't know what I'm going to do with you.
Knight Captain, welcome back. Have you found what you needed to counter the Shadow Reavers?
Why, yes I did.
Excellent. I've had our scouts scouring the lands for the Reavers. They are elusive, but we've tracked one of their number. It patrols with a large force near Crossroad Keep. I'll mark the position on your map. We only know its general location, so be careful not to stumble into a trap. Perhaps Guyven could help? He was giving advice to the scouts earlier. Good luck in your hunting, Captain.
Okay, so we should go talk to Guyven. Get in there. Fair journeys, Captain. What can this old traveler do for you? Well, can you help me track down those Shadow Reavers? Why, yes, I can help. I've seen the reports from the scouts who were tracking the Shadow Reavers. Those scouts, they're good, but they're young and cocky, so they didn't listen to an old man's advice. Perhaps you'll find some value in what I know. I noticed a pattern in movement of the shadowrevers, which reminds me of a story. Well, let's hear this story. Long ago, when I was but a legless tadpole, metaphorically of course, Luskan was at war with Ruthma, something they do quite often. I was at Ruthma at the time, briefly living the pirate's life. The cities on the coast of Ruthma fell quickly to Luskan's surprise assault. But the Ruthmans were cunning. Rather than try to defend the cities, they just left them and headed inland, where the great might of the Luskan navy couldn't reach them. The Luskans left their fine purple-sailed warships and traipsed straight through the maze-like jungle to find the Ruthma. So we set up ambushes after ambush, and each time the fool Luskans fell for them. After a few weeks, they were so disorganized and overextended in the jungle that the Ruthma was able to take back their cities with ease. If the Luskans weren't so accustomed to straightforward sea battles, they might have tried a different tactic and won the land. But you know what the Luskans could have done differently? Or do I know? No, tell me. The Luskans tried to march straight through the jungle, so it was easy for us to set up ambushes. We knew where they were coming from and where they were headed to. If the Luskans had instead just circled around the island to come up at us from a different side other than straight on, they would have avoided the ambush. Would have taken longer, but they probably would have won. That's the problem with the Luskans then, and your scouts now. No patience. So, you think I should circle around the shadowrevers then? You've got it. Take the long way around and get the drop on them, just like that. Well, that is good advice, Guyvin, and thank you. Okay, so we got our battle plans and...
Let me lead the way. You follow behind.
Nope,
You have need of me?
you're not leading the way, Cora, because you're not going to be in the party much longer. Received a message from Captain Berlena in Neverwinter. She's requesting that we reassign several of our men to her. The city is apparently not faring well throughout the evacuation, and she needs every hand she can get. Looting and rioting could devastate Neverwinter. Well, how many does she need? She's requesting 10% of our men. Some of these are to replace watchmen she lost to Crossroad Keep. Many left the watch to work with you, especially after you were knighted. With the training you've given the cloaks, our men could help Berlina out greatly. Okay, well, yeah, let's spare 10% of our men. That will help her. I just hope it doesn't hurt us too much. The men will leave on the morrow. I think that is all we gotta do here. Yep, and your backs, our men should now be... I don't see them there, but maybe I have to talk to you first before they reappear. Done all I can do to armor your great cloaks. They will have the fine chain just as you asked. Yeah, they almost, they're better armed than almost all the great cloaks in Neverwinter. Okay. So they are all ready to go, but still haven't reappeared. Oh well. Let's see. A couple of things in here, I think, I can just get rid of.
I cannot travel quickly carrying all this.
No one's going to be using padded armor. Get rid of one of those. And I don't think there's anything I'm going to need here. Anything you could use, because you're using black flame armor. Nope, you're not going to have anything, so we are set to go.
I will lead now. Follow.
And let's get our regular group together and head out and kill those shadowrevers. That, and now all our men have their armor and nice new shiny helmets. And that guy who's been patrolling in just his regular civvies now finally has some armor. Calgar, and we'll get Nishka, and we'll take the construct along just for some extra muscle. And that will do it.